Well, if you're a Lahore Qalandars fan, you'd be absolutely delighted with this victory, ending on a team hat-trick bowled by Sikandar Raza. What an incredible performance from Lahore Qalandars, bowling out a side for just 90 runs to get an emphatic win, which sends them to the top of the table in the HBL PSL 8. A really comprehensive performance from Lahore Qalandars. They won the toss and elected to bat first, posting 200 runs. Abdul Shafiq, Fakhr Zaman and Billings all chipping in with the runs there. Sikandar Raza 23 off 10. And in return, Islamabad, well, they could only post 90. Kabaddi got things off to an okay start. They were going at 10s until over 4. And then the wheels completely fell off with David Visa 3 for 17, the pick of the bowlers. And we're absolutely thrilled to have the innovator of that team hat-trick, Sikandar Raza, alongside Simon Dool and I today. Sikandar, what an absolutely incredible win. Can you walk us through the feeling in that final over? You knew you had them on the ropes, and then you just cleaned it all up yourself.
I'll actually tell you a funny story. So I said to Shaheen when one of the guys came and asked us, Shaheen, can I please have a mid-wicket? I don't want to give him an easy one. And he said, yeah, sure. And the next thing I know, he was starting in leg sleep. And I looked at him and he said, don't you worry, just bowl. So, you know, that's what happened. But it tells you about the mindset that we have as a team. And it tells you about the mindset of our captain, Shaheen, that we're always looking for wickets when we sniff. We knew that when we see a little bit of opening, we're going to go through that door. And we believe in the bowling unit that we have. And I think today was a great example of that.
Talk me through this. What was this all about at the end?
So before the game, Rashid and I were working on little grips, and I said to Rashid that there's something about the googly that it's coming out of my hand really okay, but it's not turning as much as I want. I just get a bounce, and Rashid just tweaked a little bit. So when I saw Rashid and I said, Rashid, that really worked really well. So I was just thanking him for all his knowledge and help.
Why the behind the back? Well, where did that start? Where did that come from for you? I mean, it's different. It's very much like Sunil Narayan. We've seen a lot of him over the years.
Yeah, so for me, because I had multiple surgeries on my shoulder, I lost a lot of strength in my arm. And I didn't think I was going to be successful in international cricket as a batter only. And for me to take Zimbabwe cricket forward as well, I thought just taking Zimbabwe cricket forward as a batter would have been a very difficult ask. So I wanted to remain as an all-rounder. And I was part of CPL, so all these ideas came from Sunny Bhai for sure. But the main reason was because I lost a lot of strength in my arm. I couldn't get my hand higher. So I started bowling like that, so I have a little bit pace behind my ball. I
think it's absolutely terrifying as a batter if someone's running up to you and you cannot see exactly what's going on. Is it which arm is it in? Who knows? I love that as a diversionary tactic. But I mean, what an incredible career that you've had and what you're doing for Zimbabwe cricket, and you're playing in franchise cricket all over the world. Can you sort of pinch yourself sometimes and think about how far you've come and what an impact you're making worldwide now? Like, you're in demand, you're playing tournament after tournament. How's that feel?
Listen, it is very humbling, the fact that the cricket is growing for me, and I'm getting better with all the knowledge that I receive from and all the experience that I receive from different countries. But instead of thinking how far I've come, I'm always thinking how far I have to go and to take my country. That sort of keeps me focused, humbled, grounded, determined. So, listen, I think last year Zimbabwe made a lot of great news, a lot of them. And I'm really grateful and I'm really humbled by that as well. But it's one thing to come as far, but I still believe we have a long way to go. So I'm always looking up how far we have to go, so that there is respect for Zimbabwe in world cricket, so that we do really well against every time we play, so that everybody remembers when Zimbabwe plays and we can entertain them. You look through teams like the Qalandars that you're playing in right now. What do you take away from guys like Shaheen? What do you take away from Rashid that you can take back? Playing in these tournaments, you're one of the few from Zimbabwe that's able to do it. What do you take back to that dressing room? Yeah, so I'll give you a good example of, like I was telling you, that I've seen a lot of fifers in my career. I've been part of it, and I've had oppositions had a lot of fifer against the team that I've played. But given the conditions that we had yesterday, Shaheen Fifer was one of the world-class fifers I've seen. Because of the conditions, a wet ball, not much happening of the wicket, and still he managed to produce that spell to basically blow the opposition off. So I think these are the things I learned. I speak to him how he's managed to do that, so that I can speak to Richard Garava, so that I can speak to Blessing Mujrubani, so that I can speak to the guys who bowl quick for Zimbabwe and share all that knowledge. And what can I say about Rashid? Since Rashid has come, we've been basically spin twins every time we do our warm-ups together. When we're doing our throwdowns, we do our throwdowns together. He asks me batting questions, I ask him bowling questions. And today was a great testament of things we've been working on, and the way the fact that I managed to execute well, I think it's humbling for me, but he was a lot more happier for me than I was for myself.
The mini helicopter that I mean, look, I'm not going to give him the full helicopter. He's no Mahendra Singh Dhoni, but that little flourish that Rashid's got, I mean, that's quite cool.
Yeah, I'm not going to try that. That is not for me. I can tell you that. So listen, I think this is the second partnership we've had with a strike rate of 200 and plus. So we're batting really well together. We run really well together as well. And these are the little things that we need sometimes. But one thing I'll tell you, there was a 4 through his legs.
That was unbelievable.
But he actually said that to me, Raza, I'm practicing that shot. I'm going to hit that in this tournament.
He said that. No, I meant to do it.
No, but he said that before this. We were doing nets one day and he was practicing. He said, Raza, that is a shot. I think I'll play. I'm going to practice that. And he played it today and I said, listen, it only took you 3 days to execute that.
You talk about how far you've come and how far you've got to go yet. How many more years? I mean, you've still got all your shoulders okay now. You're 36.
Yeah.
I mean, can you keep going? Do you want to keep going for as long as you can, surely?
No, not for as long as I can, to be honest. I think the time that I'm not recovering in time, the time I think I cannot give 100% to my team, I think I don't want to drag my career just for the reason because I can keep going. I wanna play because I deserve to play, not because I'm one of the names and people like, yeah, you know, he's got experience. I still have to perform. Lastly, I think for as long as I'm enjoying, I've got a very good relation with Zimbabwe cricket going on as well, so I'm enjoying my national cricket. I've been very lucky and blessed to be part of great franchises over the last few months as well, so I've enjoyed every single franchise that I've been to, and we've made great relations. So yeah, I'm not going to put a number in it, but yeah, I don't think so. I'm one of those guys who's going to just drag his career because he can. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, no time yet then, we hope. You've been absolutely incredible today once again. Thank you so much for joining us. We will let you go and celebrate that cracking win with your team. And, yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me on the show.
All right, well, the Master Blaster of tonight, no surprises who that one is again.